World War II is in full swing and you are already working on your plot to assassinate Hitler once and for all. But Horst Kopkow is on the hunt and it may be time to recruit some allies and complete some missions as part of this Resistance, which was a modular expansion for Black Orchestra designed by Philip DeBerry and published by Tabletop Tycoon, who sponsored this video. Hey everyone, I'm Mike Murphy, the Brothers Murph, and I'm here with Board Game Geek. We've got some new modules and game elements to show you, so let's learn how to play Black Orchestra Resistance. In Black Orchestra Resistance, players will still be working together to take down Hitler, but now there are new conspirators to play as and 3 new modules which can be used individually or together. We won't be diving into how to play the base game of Black Orchestra, but if you're new to this game, we have our very own Candace Harris who made a how to play video for you to get up to speed, and you can find that right here at BoardGameGeek.com. For this video, I will take you through each module individually, going over setup and talking about the new opportunities the modules add to the game. Note that it's recommended that you use only one module at a time for your first few games, but you can include these modules in any combination and the new conspirators can be used with any modules or even with just the base game. The first module is the Red Orchestra, which focuses on the various resistance groups who often worked independent of any other group. This module will give players missions to accomplish, which will generally make the game easier as you complete your missions. The Red Orchestra module adds new event cards, new conspirator cards, and a resistance board complete with mission cards, teleprinter tokens, and pamphlets. To begin, add the new event cards into their respective numbered decks from the base game. Shuffle each deck and remove 1 extra card from each stack. This means you will remove a total of 2 cards from the Stage 1 deck and 3 cards from each of the Stage 2 through 7 decks. The new conspirator cards can be shuffled into their deck. Place the resistance board near the main board and place all indicated tokens on the board. Finally, shuffle the mission cards and place them next to the resistance board, forming a draw pile. The Red Orchestra expansion will see you completing missions by sending coded messages via teleprinters, passing messages faster than the enemy agents can respond to. There's a new action type called placement. You can take this action like all other normal actions in the game, and when you take it, you can attempt to place a pamphlet or teleprinter token in your current city. When attempting to place a token, you must roll a die. If you roll the eagle symbol, you raise your suspicion by 1 and do not place a token. If you roll any other die face, you are successful and can place a pamphlet or teleprinter token down. Each city may only hold 1 token. Pamphlets don't have an effect unless a specific mission card refers to them. Placing a teleprinter allows you to gain a new mission if it's the first token taken from its color on the resistance board. Draw a mission card from the deck and place it to the right of the resistance board in the matching color space you just placed a teleprinter from. Mission cards will show requirements in the middle and rewards at the bottom for completing them. For example, to complete the Message to Stalin mission, you must discard an intel item in Warsaw, but there can't be any deputies present in that city. When you complete a mission successfully, move it to the successful missions part of the resistance board. Each completed mission allows you to roll an additional die when attempting to carry out a plot against Hitler. If Hitler or one of his deputies enter the location of a pamphlet or teleprinter, they will be removed and returned to the resistance board. If this means all teleprinters of one color are removed from the board and you have an incomplete mission in that matching color slot, the mission is discarded. This will be a reason to place a second teleprinter of the same color out on the board. Completing missions will give instant rewards to help players, including gaining a wild evidence tile that can be used in place of any item tile during plots and deliveries. Players must win the game by assassinating Hitler, but completing missions may just make that ultimate goal a little easier to achieve. While the Red Orchestra gives players a new way to power up and plot, Horst Kopkow can be added to the game to add even more of a challenge, as your suspicion can bring attention on yourself more than ever. Horst Kopkow works independently from Hitler's other deputies, and as he encounters players more and more, he hampers their progress and adds a new way for players to lose Black Orchestra. To set up, first shuffle in the new event cards into the respective decks 2 through 7 from the base game. Remove 2 cards from stage 1 and 4 cards from all other stages. Shuffle the new conspirator cards into their deck and place the Horst Kopkow tile and turn sequence tile on the top of the stage 2 deck of event cards. Keep the investigation board nearby. Take the 18 encounter cards and shuffle them, placing them next to the investigation board. The game will begin as normal with this module, as Horst Kopkow doesn't begin the game on the map, but before long he will make his entrance and begin investigating players who have the most suspicion. Kopkow is best avoided as he can investigate you and he blocks whatever location he is in, making it impossible for players to pick up and deliver items in his location. Once Kopkow is in play, he enters the map at the Gestapo HQ and a new 4th phase is added to each turn. After drawing and resolving an event card, players must move Horst Kopkow. Note that if an event is drawn that requires Hitler's deputies to move, Kopkow is not affected by this as he works independently. When Kopkow moves, he moves 1 space toward the conspirator with the most suspicion. If he's at a location with the conspirator with the most suspicion, he will not move, and if there is ever a tie between multiple conspirators, Kopkow will move toward the closest such conspirator. If after completing his movement, Kopkow occupies the same location as one or more conspirators, an encounter card is drawn and resolved by the conspirator with the highest suspicion. The player carrying out the card must choose one available option and carry out any effects possible. If no effect on the card can be carried out, nothing happens. If you wish to get away from Kopkow, you can try the new action Diversion. To do this, you will roll a die, and on any roll but an eagle, you succeed and can move Kopkow one space in a direction of your choice. If you roll an eagle, you do not move Kopkow and instead gain one suspicion. If ever the encounter deck is empty and you must draw another, Kopkow has completed his investigation and players all lose immediately. The final module is the Kreisau Circle. This module brings in additional item tiles and allies that can be recruited. At the beginning of the game, plotting will be much more difficult, but as you rally allies to your cause, you can begin to get your leg up on the Nazi regime. As with all other modules, add in the new event cards into their decks and remove one extra card from stages 2 through 7 for a total of 2 cards removed from stage 1 and 3 cards from all other stages. Next, take all the item tiles from this module and shuffle them in with the base game tiles. This will double the amount of tiles available, and you will randomly place 2 tiles in each item tile space on the board. All tiles will be placed face down. Place the ally board near the main board and shuffle all ally tiles, placing the stack on the ally board. Draw 3 allies and place them face up near the ally board. Once again, this module adds new action types for players to make use of. Now you can use the Uncover action to attempt to reveal both items at your location. When attempting to uncover, roll a die. If you roll an eagle, raise your suspicion by 1. Otherwise, reveal both tiles face up at that location. The other new action is Recruit. If there are any ally item tiles in your location, you can roll a die to attempt to recruit them. If you roll a target or eagle, nothing happens, but if you roll a 1, 2, or 3, you are successful. Remove the ally item tile from the game and choose one of the available ally tiles, adding it to the circle on the ally board. If all spots are full, discard a previously recruited ally to make room. The circle must be filled in from top to bottom. Each ally recruited into the circle provides a one-time use ability that can be used by any conspirator anytime and in any order. Once an ally is used, flip them over. They still contribute to the status of the circle, however. At the beginning of the game, you cannot attempt a plot until you recruit at least one ally. With the scant support of a single ally, when attempting a plot, you will always gain 1 more eagle and 1 fewer success on your roll, and you must be reckless to carry out a plot. As you recruit more and more allies, however, you will be able to plot more easily, and each ally's ability provides aid to help the players in their quest. And that is how to use the new modules for the Resistance expansion. Like I said, you can use one or more modules together to tailor the game experience to your preference. Each of the new conspirators are fully compatible with the base game and vice versa, and the enemy markers you've been seeing throughout this video come in the box to help you identify and visualize the locations of Hitler and his agents. And if you'd like to learn more about Black Orchestra Resistance, check out his page at BoardGameGeek.com. And until next time, I'm Mike Murphy, and that is how you play Black Orchestra Resistance. Have a great day.